Greetings and welcome once again to all the people taking the time to watch this video and follow this channel. It's me, the AFOL champ, the adult fan of Lego champion, here with set 31163. It's just called Playful Cat, even though there's only one cat. I have 3 copies of this set because it's a 3-in-1, and I built all 3 of them. I ended up, I just bought one of them regular, I didn't, like from Lego.com or something like that. One of them I found on clearance, and then I also ended up receiving one as a gift, all last fall, all within like a month of each other. And instead of returning any of them, I just built all 3, so I'm gonna see what they all look like at once. And here they are. So obviously my favorite is the Playful Cat. I have a cat, does not look anything like that though, and she's also not that playful. But yeah, so I like the cat. You can see it has lots of places. You can move its tail, all of its legs, its head, its neck. You can turn the head. Has some accessories, the ball of yarn, the mouse, the food dish. And it uses like every piece except what you would, typically be considered, typically would consider just true extra parts there. Well, except this eye piece. It did have an extra one. All 3 of them had that extra big eye. I think that, not really sure why it came with that. Then it has the puppy. The puppy has a very similar body build, but then less build in the legs, and obviously the face is a little different. The only accessory it has is this kind of weird looking bone. You can use those 2 studs there to attach it on the back of the tongue. So that was kind of a neat idea, but it has a ton of unutilized parts. And then the pigeon has even more unutilized parts, although I do like the build a little better than the puppy there. All it has for an accessory are these 1x1 round tiles that look like seeds or feed or whatever it is. You can see there's much less to the pigeon. There's no articulation in any of that. But as a set, I thought it was a pretty good deal. I feel like this was like a $25 set. I could be remembering that wrong. That might just be the price I paid for one of them. And it's over 400 pieces, so it's a good price to part ratio. Most of the parts, I know you're probably seeing a lot of color in here, but most of the parts are the different shades of gray and white. There's a lot of gray and white. So it's a good parts pack. I think you get 3 pretty good builds. I'm gonna at least keep the cat and the pigeon. I'm gonna take the puppy apart and take it apart and sort its contents with all the extra parts just into the parts collection. But I think I'm gonna keep the cat and the pigeon out for a while. Yeah, this is all 3 builds. The only way that it could be better to me, I shouldn't say the only way, but the easiest way to make it better to me is have a little more of an accessory. I don't know what you have for a pigeon accessory. For the dog, you could easily have just made this exact same food dish right there. You can see all the parts for it right there. I don't know that I would recognize the difference between a cat and a puppy food dish. So that would have been the easiest thing to me. Again, maybe you could do something like that for the pigeon. I don't know. But you probably could have, to improve it, we could have built that up, had less of a pile of extra parts here. But like I said, it's a good parts pack. It's a good value. I like all 3 builds. As a whole, I think this was a good set. I do think this set is still out for retail. I could be wrong on that, but I think it is. So this is one I recommend. If I was going to give it a grade, I would grade this one as an A. I don't give out a ton of those if you look back over my reviews, so I'm going to give this one an A, and you can feel free to disagree with me if you want, but yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So hopefully this has been a good 4 or 5 minutes of your life. Hopefully this has been informative or entertaining or whatever it is that you come to my videos for. Leave me a comment. Tell me, what do you think the best build was? Again, was there something wrong with my grading? What would you grade it? What was the best? You can leave me a comment, and hopefully I hear from you soon. Hopefully you'll hit the subscribe button, and then that means hopefully you'll also hear from me again soon. And as always, thanks for watching.